In this episode, we'll be tasting a breakfast option that's at the center of an age-old debate, meat pies. We got them from 4 different bakers and we'll tell you what we think. Our first meat pie for the day is Ladyville meat pie. We are eating them right from the brown paper bag. For this one, we stopped in at a gas station and we got them for $1.50 each.
What's your first thoughts when you look at it?
The size. It looks like it can be 2 bites. I love the golden color of it. The top have a nicely crossed and everything, so I'm excited for bite.
When I open it, I look inside and I could see
juice,
meat, as well as the gravy flavor in there, and so it's time to taste.
Yeah, let's go.
See.
The first thing that stands out to me with this is the dough.
Yeah.
The dough is crispy. It's not too thick. It's just crispy. It's flavorful. It has that little sweetness to it, but it's flaky. I love a flaky dough. I think flaky dough and pies, perfect together.
I like the spice in the meat. How they season the meat is very spicy.
Yeah.
And it's flavorful as well.
Our second option for the day comes from Moe's, known for pizzas and pastas. Moe's meat pie has been rising in popularity. These cost us $1.50 each directly from the store. The dough looks very beautiful.
Yeah.
You get that golden, crispy color and look to it. Very similar to Ladyville's meat pie, but these ones actually look a bit bigger.
They are a bit bigger. I'm gonna open this one up, and immediately I see that the color of the meat is a bit different.
It's not as red.
It's not as
a bit
red.
darker.
It's a bit darker.
And we can see the seasoning in there.
And you could see the seasoning. The first thing,
the flavor hits you.
It does. It does. The flavor is interesting, different because of all the spices and the different seasoning that they have. Now the crust is a mixture between crispy and soft. So on the outer layer, it's crispy and baked well, but as you get closer to the meat, it gets softer.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yes, and that's just because the dough is a bit thicker on the bottom, not the top. So the bottom of the dough is a bit thicker, and I could see maybe that's why this looks a bit bigger, and I could feel this being a little bit more filling than that one. From Moe's, we headed over to Darius Meat Pie. This baker has been in business for the last 4 decades. Here we also paid $1.50 for each meat pie. Because we didn't pre-order, we had to wait in a long line for 10 minutes.
And the first thing you notice is the amount of meat you get. This seems to be significantly more meat
than the rest
that we've tried today. First impression, I like how thin the dough is.
Yeah.
It's soft, but again, it has that outer layer,
very flaky.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I wanted to say buttery as well, as I said flaker, but it's buttery and flaky. I noticed that the dough for all of them are quite similar. I guess that's the basic whatever, but each one of them so far has been very distinctive, and this one seems a little bit on the sweeter side, which I like. I like that too.
But then you bite into it, and that meat just hits you in terms of the flavor and spice.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're not prepared for the spice in that,
this is the spiciest so far.
It will surprise you.
Definitely. Our last stop was Pau's Meat Pie, and it was right around the corner from Darius. Because they prioritize pre-orders, we highly recommend ordering ahead to avoid an extensive wait. Fortunately for us, they were gracious enough to accommodate our request. Last but not least, but definitely the smallest, we have Pow's meat pie. And this one stands out in look in all categories. The dough is visibly different. It looks thinner. It's lighter in color. It's not as flaky. So let's see.
Let's see. I think at first glance, when you look at the dough, you will think, oh, this isn't baked well. And then you take the bite and you realize that they have been somehow able to still keep that crisp, to still give you that crunch.
And the flavor for this one is very distinctive.
It is.
It stands out. The spice is there, the flavor is there, the seasoning is there, but it's not too spicy.
Yeah.
So this one has a very good balance.
Now, if you were to choose by putting up a number with your fingers based on the ones we tried, what's your preference?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That does it for this episode of Food for Thought. So tell us what you think about this video. Feel free to share, react, leave a comment, and leave a recommendation. What do you think we should try next?
Anyways, later, men.
Our partner for this video is Men of Valor Conference, taking place from February 19th to the 22nd at Trinity Assembly of God Church.